What's up, listeners of the Passion Project podcast? Today we have a very special guest. His name is Andres Shamis. He is the founder of the Social Breed NFT company, so he knows a lot about NFTs, cryptocurrency, and all the happenings at the moment. And he's really going hard into this direction. He's also a DJ and producer, which you can find his music on places like Spotify, and he plays at clubs. And yeah, we're just excited to have a cool little chat with him, give you guys some value, and yeah, enjoy the podcast.
Welcome everybody to this episode of the Passion Project podcast. My name is Yuvraj, I'm from India, and I'm the co-host of the Passion Project podcast.
Welcome people, my name is Niels, and I am the other co-host of the Passion Project podcast, and yeah, today we're very excited to have Andres Shamis here with us. And we're going to have a very, very nice conversation.
It's my pleasure.
It's great to have you here.
Amazing, thank you.
It's going to be a crypto and NFT masterclass. Going to break it down completely.
So, bro, just to start straight off, bro, we need to get some things.
There's a lot of things to say.
Exactly, get some things sorted. First of all, for all the non-believers, non-knowers, what is an NFT, and can you just screenshot it?
Okay, yeah. No, you cannot screenshot it. No,
at the beginning, all the people making jokes saying, "Oh,
yeah, but you can screenshot it and put it on your phone." That's not how it works at all, man. Okay. That's not how it works. So basically, an NFT is just it's a form of cryptocurrency. It's just the same thing as any other crypto or any currency for that matter. But the only difference is that there's only one of them. So there's not like in Bitcoin, for example, there are 21 million Bitcoins. An NFT is only one of them.
Yeah.
And it can represent whatever. It can be a picture, a JPEG, for example. Yeah. It can even be like a ticket for a concert. Yeah. It can be many things. Like even in supply chain, I don't know if you heard in the presentation I was doing in class, the idea we had for a business is using NFTs as a supply chain. So every item we would sell has its NFT that represents the item, and it has all the information, where it comes from, the materials used, what type of transportation has been used in the development process, everything about it. So it's just basically a way to make things simpler to use in different ways. Like tickets, for example, in a concert. Imagine the tickets for a concert are NFTs, and then not only the owners make money from the concert, but also the people that go there, because they can resell the NFT afterwards. So there are a lot of things and in the future there are going to be even more uses than right now, because every single day I hear new ideas and things that didn't exist before. So it's just a new panorama of things.
So every NFT is unique, and that's what non-fungible stands for, right?
Exactly.
It's not replaceable.
It's not like there cannot be more than one, and like there are some unique examples where they actually make more than one of the same NFT.
Okay.
But each one of them is unique in their same way. So even though they might look the same, it has its own ID in the blockchain. So it's not necessarily the exact same one, you know?
So when you buy an NFT, you buy the pixels. You own the pixels.
You own the cryptocurrency that represents the picture. It's not really the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But you own the it's like the certificate that says that you own it inside of the blockchain.
Right.
And that's what makes it valuable. Because not everyone can have that. Like if you take a screenshot of my NFT and just say it's yours, it's not like you have the picture, but you don't have the certificate in the block. Like if you go look on the blockchain, it says it's mine, not yours.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing.
So it's a scarcity, and the fact that your name is on that, nobody else, and there's hard proof that this is only yours and nobody else.
Exactly right. You got it right
there. Yeah.
And like I mean, like right now in NFTs, in the world of NFTs, like you can see like people just like making projects just for like profile to be used as profile pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But I really don't think that's the real utility and the real power that NFTs have. Like imagine in real estate. Imagine if your house has an NFT and that's the actual ownership of your house, the NFT itself.
Yeah.
There are like millions of applications that can be made out of this. So I'm just trying, like with my project that I'm working on right now, the Social Breed, we're trying to bring all of this into the world of entertainment, music, parties, all of this. So what I was saying about using the NFTs as the ticket to the place, that's our NFT. We're gonna do events. We're gonna actually partner with we're looking into many nightclubs and event companies to partner with them and use our
Right.
NFTs as the entrance.
So you make the artwork, you make that into an NFT, and then you sell it, and then whoever buys it can get access to your events.
Yeah,
And then how will they make money out of it? Whoever
because
buys
they
it,
can
what's
resell the NFT.
Okay, they can
Like
resell
it has intrinsic value because they can use it for our events.
I think that settles the debate about the intrinsic, inherent value.
It really does have value because you are using it for something real in the real world. It's not really something like it's not just art, you know.
But the difference here is it's not like a Bored Ape or like one of those I don't know what the other crypto.
Yeah, the CryptoPunks or
because those are things that you kind of don't really like.
those are more.
They're
No,
not
I like them
really-
as art, but
Yeah.
art is something subjective, and like let's say for someone that's like someone might pay millions of dollars for one of those
Just
NFTs,
Yeah.
but for someone else it might be like just pixels, and who cares about that?
Exactly.
It's art.
Yeah.
Like some people like some artists, some people don't. That's why it's such a. It depends on on who you ask what the actual value is.
So it depends on the type of NFT you purchase as well, right?
Right.
So if you purchase one that has value that you can get value from, then that's a better one. If you purchase one just for show,
Yeah.
profile
Like now, I've heard about many musical artists that are releasing their NFTs, and not even as art, just an art with their music in it, and it's just so that if one day in the future they actually get famous and they get a lot of following,
Yeah.
then the people who invested in their NFTs when he was like super small and it was a cheap NFT,
Yeah.
it might be worth millions. Like if it's someone big in the future.
And how does the value go up?
Supply and demand.
Supply
It's
and
just a
demand. The basic
simple
crypto,
supply and demand.
like
Basic,
crypto.
yeah, simple supply and demand.
So with what you're doing, it can be possible soon that, for example, because when I get a ticket for like Barcelona, for example, I get it on the wallet on my phone.
Mhm.
So at some point, when you really get into all this, what we can do is we'll have this the kind of entrance ticket on our phones, and then if we just the night before or like a couple hours before, we're just like, you know what, I don't want to go anymore.
I don't want to go anymore.
I can sell it for more,
Mhm.
so I can make money.
Well, that's if people are willing to pay more than you.
Yeah,
pay.
because I mean, the closer you get, the more.
Yeah, the more people. Yeah, that's
the more
right.
the demand.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly right.
all you guys going clubbing all the time and stuff, you could actually start to make money if you don't go.
Yeah, literally.
Which is crazy.
Literally, yeah.
That's amazing.
That's exactly right. It's an insane world, man. Like things are, and right. I think right now this is like, I know people say it and it sounds cliche, but this is literally like the beginning. Like every single day, like I'm really into this, so I like follow a ton of pages on Twitter and YouTube and everything. Every single day I hear like new use cases. I heard about a gym they're opening and they pay you for going to the gym.
Wow.
They pay you for going to the gym.
And how do they make money?
They also, because I'm not really sure, I was looking into it yesterday, I didn't really understand how the concept works, but it's something like they have their own cryptocurrency, and in order to go to the gym, you have to pay in their cryptocurrency. But to go to the gym, people have to buy the cryptocurrency, which drives the value up. So you're actually making money while you go to the gym.
Wow.
It's a really interesting concept.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's like I heard some video about Gary Vee where I was looking into all this stuff where it's a restaurant, like a club, a dining club in New York, where you have the ticket is an NFT, and then you can just sell your membership and buy and sell memberships. Just like
That is a big incentive.
Yeah, I feel like what you're doing, it's important that you're showing like that you're in
bringing actual utility. That's
exactly, because I feel like right now it's just like with the Bored Apes, everybody's profile picture.
Well, Bored Apes is actually doing parties also. They're doing
right?
Yeah, Yacht Club.
Bored Ape
Yeah.
Yacht Club.
They're doing insane things. They're super exclusive right now for famous people and stuff because it's super expensive, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think they might bring like with time. Well, they develop their ideas. They might bring more actual utility like we're doing.
Yeah.
But it's just time because it's something so new that like not even the people, like most people don't understand what it's actually for, you know.
Yeah.
So with time, with education, I think it'll be something big.
Wow. Do you think it's too late to get into the game? Because like NFTs released like probably it's been a lot of years, right? 2 years maybe?
Yeah, 2 years max.
2 years, right? And
2, 3
when it
years.
started it was like crazy, like Gary Vee was pitching it, everyone was buying stuff, but do you think it's too late right now? Or is it?
I think it depends a lot, like on what you're actually buying. Because I think there are definitely projects that will be very, very big, but it's changing. It's constantly changing. So it's hard to know what will be the thing that's going to be in the future.
Yeah, so they're constantly making new things.
It's evolving.
So then it's not too late, right? Anyway,
it's not too late. It's not too late at all. But in my opinion, not financial advice, I don't think they're the ones right now. I don't think those are the ones that are going to be the big ones in the future.
So
I think
stuff is coming up.
Yeah, new stuff always. Yeah. Like right now, I don't know if you've heard of the metaverse, obviously. Of course. That's just another whole concept of NFTs. Like Decentraland, for example, you're buying digital land in the form of NFTs.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. And then like I've heard of DJs that are buying their land and doing like online concerts. And Samsung opened a store in the metaverse. In Decentraland, you can buy their products in the metaverse from now.
Yeah, and I mean every piece of clothing so is going to be an NFT, right? Technically.
They're all assets.
Yeah, real assets. But the thing is that, and people keep saying like, yeah, but what if I like create my own copy and just put it like that's the same thing as using fake stuff in real life, you know?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh, damn.
Because it's verifiable, you can check if it's real or not.
No way. So if in 15 years we're all in the metaverse and I'm wearing fake Yeezys,
everyone's gonna know they're fake. Everyone's gonna know they're fake.
Wow. Yeezy Bus is gonna go out of business.
Everyone's gonna know they're fake.
It's crazy. So just a complete new like level of transparency and
exactly.
I feel like we're upgrading. Like this is an upgrade to what we know right now. So in a couple months or probably a couple months, people are going to be buying and selling tickets for. It's no longer going to be a centralized marketplace like Ticketmaster or something, and it's going to be something where you can really just sell like
it's yeah. And today I don't know how much you know into like about blockchain itself, but now there are not only centralized exchanges such as Binance, you probably heard of it, or those kind of exchanges. Now people are using decentralized exchanges. So there's no intermediate, like there's no person in between that's actually connecting the two people. It's just everything is code, and it's audited by companies that check the code and if it's legit or not. Because there are many scams right now, obviously. Like a ton of you need to be careful, guys.
Oh yeah.
They're like right now. I've heard of like really bad stuff.
Yeah. And just invest in Shamis. Nobody else. No financial advice.
That's great.
So also just tell us a little bit about the art marketplace that you have, the NFT art marketplace.
Yeah, the art itself. So basically, I want to talk a bit about how we actually got to make the art itself. So we were just discussing about NFTs, and we saw an opportunity to do something about that, but we didn't really know how to go about it, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of competition. So we thought about the parties and all of this, something connect the events with NFTs, and then we went we have the idea, but what are gonna be the NFTs themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Like what are we gonna actually put in the NFTs?
Yeah.
And we recently, 2 days before that, we bought a really small dog, like a ceramic dog.
Okay.
And we just got the dog, and it's like shiny, so it reflects light.
Yeah.
And we also have the LED, RGB lights, you know.
Yeah.
And we literally just went with the lights, doing random shapes for the reflections and stuff, and took pictures with a black background.
Damn.
And then edited the shit out of it. Obviously, to make it look the best as possible, and we got the NFTs done. And it was a really cool experience, to be honest. Just brainstorming and doing the art itself. Because most NFTs nowadays, they're just computer generated. I don't know if you've seen the first one who did that was the CryptoPunks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They literally get the hat, the face, different options for each characteristic, and then they just mix and match every single one.
Standard, right? In that way.
Yeah. And they get a ton of NFTs doing that.
Right. So NFTs can also be a standard photo of different things, or also movable.
It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a picture.
It can be a GIF as well, right?
It can be anything.
Right, it can be anything.
Anything.
Anything. So even a video can be an NFT.
It can be a website. An NFT can be a website. An NFT can be a domain. I own NFT domains.
Alright.
Yeah, our domain for our website, the socialbreed.club, is actually an NFT.
The domain is an NFT.
The domain is an NFT. So the ownership of the domain itself is the NFT.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's a better way to do it because it's a one-time payment. Regular domains, you have to keep paying monthly.
It's a subscription.
It's a subscription.
Yeah.
This way, since it's an NFT, you buy it, it's yours, and that's it.
And you own the entire domain, so on the internet, and it's completely encrypted and secure.
The only problem with blockchain domains right now is that Chrome doesn't support them.
Okay.
So you need like Opera or some other. I'm not really sure which ones, but I know Chrome for a fact doesn't support them. But as I was saying, with time, people will start to adopt.
But is an NFT domain more secure than a normal one? Or
the ownership, I'd say it's more secure.
Or the ownership.
But like apart from that, it's basically the same. Well, I can like for example use my domain to receive crypto. So if like every crypto has its own address, its own receiving address, I can just use my domain for every single crypto I want, and I can receive it, and it just like redirects it to my wallet. So it's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah. I think because when I was looking for your website, I saw what you just described. I thought, no, this looks way too professional. But they look amazing. Like, we're gonna just say the name again. Tell the people the name of your domain again.
The Social Breed.
The Social Breed. It looks. And
we'll put the link in the bio.
Exactly.
Description.
Exactly. So can I just go there and buy it?
Right now, we don't have anything for sale right now. There are because we want to actually start doing announce an event before we actually put them for sale. We did a giveaway. Noah won, by the way. I don't know if he told you. Noah won the NFT.
No way.
Yeah, he did. And yeah, we just want to like get it going first, and then put everything up for sale.
Okay.
And that's when we'll do everything. But there will be available on OpenSea. On the Polygon blockchain, not Ethereum, because Ethereum has the highest fees possibly,
of course.
And that's a big problem. So we use Polygon, which is like a solution for that.
Polygon is Matic, right?
Matic, exactly.
Yeah, it's actually an Indian cryptocurrency.
Is it?
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It blew up like 1 year back.
Yeah. It's really big right now. It's like trending.
But it uses Ethereum technology though.
It's the security from it because it's technically the same network, but it's another blockchain. It's a separate block. It's a layer. That's what it's called, a layer 2 blockchain. So it's not the same exact thing, but it's connected.
Right. And usually you buy NFTs using Ethereum or Matic or I think Solana.
Solana as well. Any smart contract blockchain, you can buy NFTs.
Right.
Like if it allows you to run code on the blockchain, you can have an NFT there.
Right. How do you invest like safely into an NFT? Like I know there are so many projects and there are probably a lot of scams as well. Like how do you know whatever you're buying is like legitimate? It's proper.
I prefer to talk about more cryptocurrencies in that sense because I'm not really a big NFT investor.
Okay.
I'm more of a cryptocurrency investor. So in cryptocurrency, like you need to really get to know the team behind the project you're buying. And like especially red flag for me is if it's a hidden team. If they don't say who they are, then that's a huge red flag because it's probably just a scam. And I've even heard of, you need to still be careful because I've heard of a couple of scams of people who actually did show their face. And like everyone knows their names, but it was still a scam.
Yeah.
And the problem with this is that, cryptocurrency is the most secure thing. It is very secure. But it's secure if the code is well written. Because if it's someone who writes bad code, malicious code, then it's obviously a scam. It's secure to the degree of the code.
Yeah.
But it depends on how old the code is,
Yeah, and so you just have to look for a project that has the maximum transparency.
Yeah, right now I'm actually learning Solidity, which is the language in Ethereum.
Okay.
So if I learn that, I think that I can actually audit like the own projects I want to invest in. I can just look through the code, see what it does, and if I see anything that's kind of wrong, I just leave it.
Yeah, that's going to be useful.
It's going to be really useful for me,
Because in the future, this is 100% the future. There's no more going back to anything else. This is NFTs, the cryptocurrency, the blockchain, just in general. There's going to be so much more involved in our lives. What would you say, in just a day-to-day thing, what do you think we'll be using it in 5 years?
Day-to-day? Like daily?
Yeah.
Transactions? Everyday transactions? Like, I'd say in the next few years, I think the US will probably issue its own digital dollar in a blockchain.
Yeah.
But El Salvador made it their legal tender,
They
right?
did.
They're still passing that bill, but that's a very good move for Bitcoin.
They did.
I've seen like photos of like small shops having like we accept Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And, like scan the QR code.
Totally.
And just give us the money.
Yeah, and there's ATMs where you can get fractions upon fractions.
I've seen here, in ABC Serrano.
Yeah.
So
there's like a.
In Latin America, they're in like countries where the economy is not that good. They're opening up ton of those.
And you don't need ID for that, right?
You don't need anything.
It's just
Just
a wallet.
just like a normal cryptocurrency wallet. You go there and you can cash out, put like cash in.
Because what I don't like about these big companies is that you have to put your ID, you have to put all this information. I don't want to give that information.
Me neither. That's why I was talking about the decentralized exchanges. You don't need any no information at all. But that's also a problem if they scam you. Because who do you go tell? Like who do you go like? That's why there needs to be regulation in my opinion. But right now the worst country at it is the US. Like it's so bad. Like the regulation they're doing. I don't know if you've heard of XRP, Ripple.
Yeah.
It's the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC in the US. They did a lawsuit against Ripple because they said that they were selling XRP as an unregistered security of the company. But that makes no sense at all because first of all, XRP was created way before Ripple the company. And second, like anyone can use XRP without being involved with Ripple the company at all. And the currency itself, XRP, is not only a currency, it's a network, it's more than a currency. Like you can literally own dollars, US dollars, inside of the XRP blockchain. You can own this computer right here, inside an NFT that represents this computer right here, inside of the XRP blockchain.
Wow, bro, that blows my mind.
I feel like
bro, you can own, like, there are uses that are not, like, how can they say it's a security? It's not a stock, bro. It's not a stock.
Exactly.
The government, I mean, any government, many governments are against it, like, because it's about this authority.
In this case, I think it's more about control. Having control over because no one has control over it right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think no one will ever have because it's decentralized. That's the whole point.
But the whole thing, like, at least in Bitcoin, there are, like, these whales, the ones that own a lot of Bitcoin or a lot of cryptocurrency. So if they hypothetically cash out, wouldn't that cause a big crash? And wouldn't a lot of people lose?
It's quite recent, right? Some whales pulled out quite a lot.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Yeah.
So how is it really decentralized when, like, there are few people that own majority of the stock of
Well,
Bitcoin?
that depends. On Bitcoin, I'd say that's not centralization. It's not because the decentralization when it comes to Bitcoin, it depends on the miners, the people who mine them. So the more miners there are, the more decentralized it is because the people who control the network are the miners. Those are the ones running the transactions on the computer. But on something like Polkadot, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's more, there's something called governance. So where the more coins you have, the more power, the more voting power you have over the future of the project.
Okay.
So in that case, that definitely is centralization in the case that there are big whales.
Right.
Because those are the ones who actually have the power over the future of the project. But in Bitcoin, that's not the case. That's only in specific things like Polkadot or other governance tokens.
Talk to me about Dogecoin.
Dogecoin?
That was a wave, man. That was insane.
Bro, that was like I never in my life imagined it would have gone up that high.
It is insane.
That was insane, man. Like it went like how much? Like 25,000% or something.
It went like probably 25,000. Almost touched $1. It did not cross the dollar.
It did not.
It almost touched the dollar, and then
it
just went completely down.
It did not.
Started as a meme to computer
back in like
programmers,
2013 or something.
2013 or something.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk, he just puts his tweets out there, and that's it, man. It's insane. But I didn't know about Dogecoin at all, and I didn't know about crypto when I invested in Dogecoin.
You didn't know about crypto?
I did not know a lot about crypto. Like I wasn't educated about crypto. Like I'm not completely educated now.
But you're learning, yeah.
I am learning, yeah. But when I invested in Dogecoin, I bought like 1,071 coins, which is like a lot of Dogecoin. And the market value has dropped like substantially, bro. It's insane.
Did you buy at the top or before the top?
I bought it when it was just growing. Like when it was just growing, like
when it started.
And I also bought like when it was almost at the top. I was like, oh shit, these people are gonna say it's gonna hit $1, maybe $10. I was like, damn. Elon Musk is putting it out on SNL, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
It actually went down.
That's the thing. Like in what I do, like a really good strategy that I use is that when there's a lot of hype and like a lot of big expectations, that's the time to sell.
That's
the time to sell. If they're really bad, like right now, like especially right now, there are tons of bad news. Like they're saying a ton of governments are banning crypto and really bad stuff. That's what I'm buying. When I hear bad news, that's
so buy the dip. Is that good advice? Should you buy the dip?
It depends.
Okay.
It really depends on the situation. Because there might be dips, like, but not really bad news.
Okay.
When I see terrible news, that's when I like to buy. Like the work when like I swear to God, like if Bitcoin drops to like 5K, I will put everything in it. And it's easy to say, but hard to do it. Like because if you actually see the chart going down that far, it gets scary. You know, it gets scary. But you need to be strong and actually do it.
You have to have discipline.
Discipline, it's a big thing. Yeah.
100%. What do you think about Tether with the US with the
Tether.
whether it's backed or all this stuff?
Tether,
There's so much dirt. I've watched like things about it, and it does not look like a clean they didn't allow any audits, all this type of stuff. What do you think about it? Do you think it's gonna stay?
I think it's gonna collapse eventually. Yeah. It's gonna collapse. Like even my dad had his crypto. He also invests in crypto, and he had all his coins in Bitfinex, which is also owned by the same people as Tether. Mm-hmm. And I kept telling, like 2 days ago, he cashed everything out to another exchange. Because I kept telling him, like, that's gonna collapse eventually. Be careful. Yeah. And it's basically like a Ponzi. It's literally like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
It's scary, man. And who knows what other things like right now are that way, and we don't even know because there's no regulation. That's the thing.
Exactly.
There needs to be regulation, but I know Japan is doing very well with regulation. Canada is doing very well. Some European countries too, but the US right now, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And,
go ahead.
And I was gonna say that it's really important that the US does that because they're supposed to be like a leader, like someone for others to follow, other governments to follow, and they're not doing anything. Like they're just confusing everyone.
They're very passive about it.
They're confusing everyone. Like I followed the Ripple case, the thing I was talking about before. I really follow it closely, and many other projects like email the SEC asking them if what they're doing is right. They don't want to have problems in the future. Everything. And they are so childish. They respond like, "Go ask Ripple." Like they don't even say like what they're supposed to do.
Maybe it's also this feeling a little bit, this insecurity of being behind the curve, you know, and this kind of like they don't know really what's going on, so they're just like really aggressive, really defensive.
Exactly.
Because the times are changing, and they're changing quickly.
Quickly, and every day it's even quicker.
They're not embracing the change, you know. I mean, it's inevitable. So yeah,
they will eventually have to once China already has their digital currency, so.
They banned all cryptocurrencies, right? Or they
banned cryptocurrency like 7 times in the past 10 years. So every time they ban it, it's like I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. I don't really care about that. Like every time they say they'll ban it, I buy more.
That's right. I want to take a step back, since we're talking about cryptocurrency and stuff, just to explain I think people are still confused as to what cryptocurrency really is. Mm-hmm. There's always that debate going that there's no inherent value.
100%, yeah.
And there's also a debate about the blockchain technology and about how sustainable it really is. Because I remember Elon Musk put out a tweet that he was going to stop Tesla. He was going to stop accepting Bitcoin for Tesla because Bitcoin is bad for the environment. Because it causes because of the electricity consumption or something.
Yeah.
And then again, he was pushing Dogecoin as well. He was
that
as well for some reason.
That's a very important thing, I think, because Bitcoin, for example, I don't think there's ever going to be a solution for that. I'm not really sure. Maybe there will.
Yeah.
That's because there are not really upgrades for the Bitcoin blockchain, but for other cryptos there can be upgrades. So with time, if someone comes up with a solution, they can implement it into the blockchain. Vote on it. What I was saying about the governance.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. If someone comes up with an idea for the project, they can actually issue the idea onto the blockchain, and every user votes on the thing. So XRP, for example, that's super green. The energy consumption on it's basically no energy consumption. Or there are other cryptos that instead of mining, you stake. So instead of validating the transactions using a computer solving complex mathematics things, you actually use your own coins. Put them in a pool, in a staking pool, and you receive interest for actually voting on new things.
I've seen some crazy staking projects with 25,000% per all these.
I don't even get into those because it sounds too good to be true.
Exactly, but you see people that actually get a lot of money.
I've heard.
But it's there's always I feel like most people always come too late then. When that wave is over.
When they hear of it, it's full time.
Exactly.
Is it too late to get into the crypto game, or
it's never? I think it's never too late. But the thing is that right now, like in the right now, even though I'm buying, I don't think it's the best time to be investing.
so
The best time to be investing is probably like in a few years once it gets calmed down.
yeah.
Because I believe that we're gonna see a crypto winter, or like a bear market. And usually, like the same way that bull markets are super big in crypto, like, and everything goes up like it has thousands of percentages. In the bear market, it also goes down like 80-90% down. So everyone needs to be careful of that and actually buy when no one's talking about it, when it's down, because crypto's not going anywhere. Like in 10 years in the future, we're gonna see 5 years in the future, we're gonna see another bull run, and we're gonna end up like 50 times from where we're at now, you know?
Yeah.
The thing is the timing, because people like to buy when it's hyped. Right now it's very hyped.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of fluctuations. It's natural.
There are fluctuations, and the bear market can take 4 years. So imagine you buy right now like a ton of it, and for 4 years straight you're losing 70%, 60%, 80%. You eventually get tired, especially if you don't understand what you're actually doing.
Right.
So that happens to a lot of people, and they take the loss. They eventually take, like my dad has a friend that he invested a lot of money onto Ethereum at almost at the 2018 all-time high, which was 1,400.
Okay.
And it went down to $80.
That is a big.
He sold at 120 or something around that price, and now like a couple of months ago it got back up to 4,000 and something.
It's doing very well. Actually, most of my portfolio is Ethereum.
Yeah, Ethereum is really. I'm just waiting for Ethereum 2.0 for the fee solution.
Right.
Because right now it's unusable. Like I cannot use it at all.
So, what is your favorite coin?
Wow, I'd say XRP probably.
XRP.
It is, yeah.
Oh my
XRP only because of the institutions that are actually using it. Like Bank of America is using XRP. Santander is using XRP for international payments. There are a ton of, and every day like I hear about like there are central banks. I heard the Saudi Arabian central bank is using XRP for their currency.
Wow.
They're making like a digital version of their own currency inside of the XRP blockchain.
How crazy is that going to be? If you just have, so how would that look like? It would just be like a credit card, right? Like having how do I make a picture of a?
It's like, imagine like Apple Pay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it would be.
Yeah.
Like that.
And imagine so there could be a point where there's no cash, but like can an unlimited amount be? Can you kind of solve that issue of potential inflation if you say we cap it at $1 trillion or something?
Yeah, Bitcoin, for example, it's 21 million the cap. So there can never be more than 21 million. But the thing is that I don't think governments would like to do that because they always have to be able to print.
Yeah, exactly.
But like cryptocurrency itself, if it's an audited project that the code has been reviewed, you can check if there's a limit to the amount of coins. If there's a backdoor, because there are also there's a type of scam called a backdoor, where they can actually flush your wallet from like another entry point from another address. Like it's a weird way to like get around the security, and those are the type of things that I really want people to be careful of.
Crypto is not hackable, right?
It's not hackable, but that's what I was. It's not hackable, but if the code is malicious, it's simply bad. You know, like there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do yet.
So what about the no inherent value thing? How do you put an end to that? What is a good argument?
If someone tells me that it has no inherent value to it, I'd simply tell them they don't see the use, and they haven't experienced the use. Because like every time I actually use it, like not by yourself, because that's not using it. Every time I actually go into the XRP, the thing with XRP, the thing that I like the most, you can literally send $1 billion worth of XRP or actual dollars inside of the blockchain from China to any other place, like to the farthest away place, and it takes like 2 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, for free, no fee.
Free.
Like it's like 1 cent or 2 cents.
Crazy.
Wow.
1 or 2 cents, and it's green energy. Like it's simply so good. Like I just love it. Like I see so much potential in that.
XRP. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
Wow.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's insane. Wow.
And yeah, like as I was saying, like banks are using it. Like if you don't see intrinsic value in that banks are using the technology, then how is it supposed to have value?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
And what I was saying before about like real estate. Imagine when NFTs are actually like a house, like a real house you can buy, and the NFT is the house. That's literally value. Like that's the value there, right there in front of your eyes.
Exactly. Because that's what I've heard people say, not like, because some people say, no, I would rather buy gold, because I mean, gold, you can make stuff out of it, you can make jewelry out of it, but gold is going to become irrelevant once an NFT represents a house, and it just brings that extra level of security, because the disputes and stuff like that with ownership is going to be completely.
It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Yeah. Like I don't see like crypto or all this topic as a replacement to gold at all.
Yeah.
Because you can literally buy gold through cryptocurrency. You can own gold as a cryptocurrency that follows the price of gold. So it's just an addition. It's an additional layer. Like it's the internet of value. That's what Ripple calls it. Yeah. It's the internet of value. It's basically the internet all over again, but instead of sharing information, you're sharing value. So literally, that's it.
Yeah.
That's basically
That's crazy. I feel like this is going to be very, very useful for a lot of people out there. Very useful.
Yeah, it's totally information rich. 100%.
Do you have any other projects or something that you would know?
Any other projects that I'm working on? Man, I've had many, like tons of ideas. Yeah. But the only one that I'm really working on right now is the NFT, the Social Breed. Yeah. But in the future, I'm planning, like, I have so many ideas. Like, I have a list of ideas.
We're going to have to get you back on again.
For sure.
When I start buying a ticket to a club or something with using NFTs or something, your NFTs,
for sure.
When are you launching?
We're planning to launch as soon as we have, like, 2 or 3 partnerships to start. Okay. Right now, we're negotiating our first one, and we'll just keep going from there.
That's cool, man. That is very cool.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, bro. One more thing I want to ask about, like, just like for someone who wants to become a crypto investor or something, how do you differentiate upon like which kind of invest? And I know you said that you have to check the project, you have to check the background of the people, the code and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But like there are so many cryptocurrencies out there, right? Ones getting generated every day. Mm-hmm. So how do you what is the indicator or parameter?
Indicator to invest?
Yeah.
It's not only about the project itself, because I personally own projects that I don't see a lot of long-term potential.
Okay.
And I only buy them because I feel like they're so undervalued in comparison to what they should. Like I see that there's something called Dash, for example.
Okay.
And right now, what's trending is the metaverse, NFTs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Dash, it has nothing to do with any of that. Dash is based on privacy. So when you do a transaction in Dash, not even if you go on the blockchain, no one can see who you're sending the money to. So the reason I bought Dash is because back in 2018, it was like a top 10 coin by market cap. And right now it's like number 46 or 47. Okay. So the reason I bought it is because I'm betting that at some point in the future, privacy is going to be one of those trending topics in cryptocurrency. Right. And it's going to be one of the top again.
That is a smart investment. Yeah, that is very smart.
No financial advice.
Thank you. All the time. Dash built at high. Exactly.
Yeah. So I feel like we really covered the bases that I feel are the most necessary for the people.
For sure.
Right now.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, so I feel like now is like the perfect time. We have a segment that we do every single time with every single guest. It is called the Rapid Fire Round.
Rapid Fire Round.
Where we ask you 20 questions.
Oh my God.
As quickly as possible.
It's a competition, bro. It's a competition.
It's a competition.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
At the time of this recording, there's one person on the leaderboard who currently has a time. You know him well, Emilio. 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh my God.
So, but you'll see. When we actually start these questions, anything can be your answer. There's no right or wrong.
Okay.
Just say what you feel and just speed. Speed is number one.
Speed is number one. If you want to win. Yeah. Don't think, just say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I'll start with the first one. Are you gonna time it?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Ethereum.
Least favorite subject.
Oh, bananas.
Most favorite subject?
Crypto.
Biggest achievement.
Oh my god. Releasing music on a record label.
Favorite car? That's interesting.
Oh my god, like, I don't know, Lamborghini, I don't know.
Biggest inspiration.
My dad.
Favorite crypto?
XRP.
Best piece of advice.
Invest in crypto.
Your favorite book?
Favorite book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
You got that before?
Your favorite hobby.
Favorite hobby, making music.
Do exams matter, yes or no?
Exams?
Yeah.
No.
Best investment.
Crypto.
Money or happiness?
Happiness.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Fly. For sure.
Nature mountains.
Mountains.
Crypto punks or bored apes?
Bored apes.
Favorite cuisine?
Oh my god. Italian, I don't know.
Hard work or smart work?
Smart work.
Crypto or NFT? One has to go.
Crypto.
Crypto goes?
I know, NFT goes. NFT goes.
Do you feel fulfilled?
Yeah.
That's
Good
one
job.
minute.
Whoa!
That's
That's
great,
great, man. That's great, man.
That's good, man. That's good. That's
Thank
good.
you,
That's good.
thank you, thank you.
So just before, like, obviously, we normally ask another question right now,
Yeah.
but you just go into music. I just want to quickly get into your music stuff.
Yeah.
You're a DJ, right?
I'm a DJ and producer. I also make music.
Yeah, that is cool,
Yeah.
man.
So I started when I was like in sixth grade,
Yeah.
5th grade or 6th grade, and I started actually making music, and then I turned into a DJ. So I downloaded FL Studio, which is like the most popular music app on YouTube. And I just downloaded it, started playing around, and with time I started getting better. Until now, I actually give classes I gave classes to a 6-year-old who wanted to be a DJ.
That's great.
And he was like with a marshmallow helmet, like, and I was teaching him. Super funny.
We want to hear your stuff. You have
Yeah,
it like...
Yeah, for sure. My artist name is Shamand. That's SHAMAND.
Are you on Spotify?
Available on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, anything you want.
There you
I have good stuff coming up, so.
Alright, man.
That's cool.
That's really good stuff.
Cool. Can we see you in any clubs or anything?
Yeah, not this Friday, but the next one in Madrid.
Oh, you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, last semester I was playing a lot there, so.
Awesome, man.
I
Alright.
mean, a jack of all trades. I mean, you do everything, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Crypto DJ. And NFT expert.
And
You can see all this stuff in the metaverse in 5 years.
In 5 years. That's amazing, man.
One more question, bro.
One more question.
Last one.
Last
So,
question.
The last question we ask every guest is, how do you get rich? How does one get rich?
However you like to, however you define that.
You can answer it any way you want.
Wow, that's a hard question, I think.
Save the best for the last.
That's a really good question, though. I'd say that to get rich, I think that being rich is not necessarily like about money, but being happy with like how your life is currently, you know, because there are many people. I know it sounds like something that a lot of people say, but it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Like there are some people that might have everything someone might want, but they're literally not happy with that, and they just keep wanting more and more and more. So once you're happy with what you have, I think that's when you're actually rich. And to get to that point, you need to understand that and actually not really care about what you have, but rather on your mental health and being happy with yourself, you know?
Awesome, bro.
Perfect.
Being
Beautiful.
satisfied and grateful for what you
Yeah,
have.
being satisfied with everything you have. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's
Exactly.
a great way to end the interview. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
that.
It's my
Appreciate
pleasure.
Huge
It was
pleasure.
a lot of
Thanks, man.
value.
Huge pleasure.
Amazing.
And
So-
we're gonna get a part 2 very soon.
Exactly.
Part 2 coming up.
Check out his links and see you in the next episode.
That's a wrap.
Thank you.